Hey everyone, this is Travis Lima here from Paid Memberships Pro. Welcome to today's webinar. In today's webinar, we're going to speak a little bit about how to manage courses with Paid Memberships Pro. Now, before we get stuck into the slides of the webinar presentation, I just want to let you know that this webinar is essentially built off of one of Kim Coleman's blog posts that she recently wrote up, and it's currently on our blog. It's called Online Learning and Courseware for Membership Sites. Now, a lot of what I speak about is the gist of this blog post, and a lot of links that I mention are available within this blog post. So if you want to check it out in detail, please feel free to visit our blog and then find the Online Learning and Courseware for Membership Sites post. I'll also link it down in the description of the video below, so you can just check that out in your free time. And with that being said, let's get stuck into the webinar. Hey everyone, welcome back. If you are watching this during the live premiere of this webinar episode, then just know that this episode is pre-recorded and we are available to answer any questions that you have along the way via the YouTube chat section that you should see to the right of this video. So if you do have any questions that pop up along the way, please go ahead and just drop us a question and we'll see if we can get an answer to you as quickly as possible. We found that we usually get a lot more engagement from our viewers during the webinar as opposed to after. We used to have a lengthy period after the webinar where people can ask questions. So we will have a shorter section where people can ask questions after this is done. But if something comes to mind, please go ahead and just ask away. Myself, Travis, as well as a couple of my team members are available and we are around, and we would love to hear from you. So in today's webinar episode, we are talking a little bit about a popular topic that usually comes up called how to manage courses with Paid Memberships Pro. So essentially, there are a bunch of ways that you can go about handling courses with your membership site, and particularly when using Paid Memberships Pro. So we want to cover a couple of things that you might want to consider when starting a course for your membership site. We're also going to cover some of the tools that you might need to use with Paid Memberships Pro, some of the courseware platforms that work. And we're also going to show you a video demo on how to actually use the PM Pro CPC add-on to basically create a course for your membership site using another LMS plugin. So let's go ahead and dive in. We usually recommend, before you even start looking at any particular platform, that you want to go ahead and actually develop your content first. Even if it's a rough outline, it's really important to do this before reviewing any platforms. The main reason being is that most platforms come with certain common features that are available throughout all the different sort of LMS plugins or whatever you decide to use. It's really hard to know exactly what features your course needs if you haven't written the content for it. So for example, if you have videos in your course, you might need some sort of way to restrict these videos or host them or download them perhaps. You might be uploading some worksheets along with the course for people to fill in and upload later. And the general takeaway here is the better you know your course content, the better you'll know of what kind of platform you might need for your course. Okay, so in order to develop your content first, you might want to do a couple of things. The first thing that you want to do is you want to identify what will be included in your course. What kind of content, what sort of topics are you talking about, how much content you're using. You just want to kind of get a broad overview of what your course includes. Then the second step that you want to do is you want to identify what will not be included. And this will already give you a really good idea of what's going to be the crux of your course And this will allow you to essentially do step 3, which will be to build a strong outline right up front from the get-go. So you want a blueprint exactly outlining your course from start to finish. And even if it's rough, that's okay, because this will essentially give you a blueprint or a map to know exactly what sort of features you're going to need for your course. And this will help you with any sort of decision you need to make with which platform to go with in the end. And then you're going to want to go ahead and think about the nice to have features for your course. And I think it's important that you don't get stuck on this. You don't want to spend too much time on the nice to have features, because again, these can always be added on later. And once you have all of those things in place, you can go ahead and research what platform to use and build it out from there. So there are a lot of great LMS systems out there, and a lot of them come with these really amazing features and flashy little tidbits. And it can be so tempting to just dive right into the most flashiest one and just get going on your course. But keep in mind that your course should essentially always be designed around your content. And the reason we say this is, if you take a content first approach to course development, you're more likely to create a program that makes sense to your members. So this was a quote that Kim wrote, and I have to say that I totally agree with her. A functional course is far more useful than a flashy one. You want to provide the ultimate amount of value to your members or your course users. And the reason for that is you want them to feel positive and feel that they have learned something after the course. And this will likely build some sort of relationship between you and them. And if you have more courses, you might be a lot more likely to get more signups if you've actually provided value. So of all the things that you need to do before you go ahead and actually research your LMS platform. You are potentially even looking at one. And so let's go ahead and throw a curveball. Do you really need an e-learning plugin? So this is something especially true for those of you who are watching who already have a membership site and you are looking to add course functionality to your site. So if you think about it, with courses, in its most basic form, a course is essentially well-organized series of content. And if you think about WordPress as well as Paid Memberships Pro, a lot of that is already available to use in the sort of default way that you would use WordPress and Paid Memberships Pro. For example, with WordPress, you've got text-based pages and blog posts. You can handle media, which include images and videos, and you can even handle downloadable content such as PDFs, worksheets, other media, etc. So you need to kind of ask yourself, and again, this is why we recommended using the exercise previously to really gauge how detailed does your course really need to be? How flashy does it need to be? Or are you just offering a series of blog posts that will get the user up to speed with what they need to do? So again, if you want to think about what you currently have, if you think about WordPress, this again includes the ability to create pages in a hierarchy that you can, just kind of format. You want to keep an eye out for some plugins that are out there, some of which can help you curate a table of contents or a hierarchy system for your content. For example, we ourselves have a subpage list add-on, which we use together with Memberlight to create submenus, etc. And if you want, you can go ahead and check this out. It is all linked up in the blog post in the beginning that I mentioned. So you can go ahead and check that out. If you are already using Paid Memberships Pro and you want to restrict your course or your content, well, Paid Memberships Pro does that out the box. You can use that. And if you, again, using Paid Memberships Pro, you can use our add-on packages to sell access to pages or posts at a one-time fee. We've had people who have created a page and they've basically set that page up to be a course with a list of sub pages, etc. And then they've just simply restricted that using Paid Memberships Pro and the add-on packages plugin. So there are a number of ways that you can do this. And if you are comfortable managing content in a certain way, you might be able to get away with just using something like Paid Memberships Pro to restrict that. And then you already have your course set up restricted with Paid Memberships Pro, and you don't have to go ahead and learn a completely new system. And you can always convert these pages of course content to a courseware plugin later. So the next topic that you want to kind of think about is, are you planning on having a website that offers just courses, or are you looking for a membership site that includes courses? And this can be very different. So you want to kind of think about this. For example, you might want to offer one-time fees to purchase a course for your users, or you might want to offer a subscription that unlocks access to multiple courses. And the reason why you want to think about this is because you might want to build out your website differently if you choose this, and the way you go about doing this will differ depending on what you choose. So most e-learning plugins include e-commerce features that will allow you to sell your courses you create. So you really, the lack of tools, it's not an issue here. We have a ton of tools. There are literally dozens of LMS systems that you can use. So essentially at the base of it, what you want to ask yourself is, are you building an online store that sells courses, or are you going to build a membership site that essentially offers a course or two? And of course, knowing the difference will help you build out your content and choose a platform that is right for you. And we'd like to encourage you not to overcomplicate this process. So if you are planning on selling a single course, sell it at a one-time fee and get your content in front of your users as quickly as possible. Start getting their feedback. Start viewing how many people are signing up. Is there interest? Just get your course to market as quickly as you can, because you can always build out from there. And of course, if you are planning on offering a membership site or building a membership site, then there's no doubt about it, you want to use Paid Memberships Pro, the most complete membership solution for your WordPress site. Next up, we're going to get into the tools that actually work well with Paid Memberships Pro. And these are, in our experience, the best LMS systems around that we have heard of people, or rather our members, using along with Paid Memberships Pro. Again, sometimes you need something that is more robust and feature rich when it pertains to courses, and it's totally okay to use a LMS, and you can totally use that together with Paid Memberships Pro to build a really feature rich membership course platform for your members. So first up, our most popular one that we get asked about a lot is LearnDash. So we can vouch for them. LearnDash does have an integration that was built by them. It isn't as solid as what we'd like it to be, and I'm going to do a video demonstration on how you can actually connect your LearnDash plugin to Paid Memberships Pro in a bit, so stay tuned for that. Next up, we have WP Courseware. We have an integration that we've built ourselves for this, so you can check that out on our site. And we also have a couple of blog posts pertaining to how you can extend features on WP Courseware. There is also an integration with Tutor LMS. It was not developed by us, but rather by the kind folks over at Tutor LMS. And you will need a pro version of their plugin in order to get access to that integration. So if you're interested in that, just check it out and then get in touch with them and ask them any questions that you might have. And of course, Lifter LMS is also a popular one that is around in the WordPress community, and this can also be used with the video demo that I'm going to show you in a bit. And if you're using PM Pro, you can actually use any other LMS plugin that you have probably come across during your research. So you don't have to use any of the LMS plugins that I previously covered. And if you have one that you're excited to use, chances are you can use it together with Paid Memberships Pro. Okay, so next up, I have a video demonstration on how to connect LearnDash with Paid Memberships Pro using our PM Pro CPT add-on. And in this video, I'm essentially going to create a course in LearnDash and then connect it to Paid Memberships Pro, and then offer this course up as part of a level that I have in my site. So stay tuned for that. The video should play now. Hey everyone, welcome to this video demonstration. In today's video, I'm going to show you how you can offer up a course for your membership site by using a LearnDash plugin, as well as connecting it to your membership site using our Paid Memberships Pro custom post type membership access add-on. So just to get started, let me go ahead and show you what I have currently set up. So I'm working off of our Must Love Dogs PM Pro demo site. I have 3 membership levels already set up and ready to go. And I have set up a course using LearnDash that has a bunch of topics and a quiz. Now, what I want to do is I essentially want to restrict this course and make it available to our beginner members only. So in order to do that, let's go to the back end of our site. And we're going to need to install the PM Pro Custom CPT add-on. So just real quick, I want to show you, as you can see over here, I have LearnDash installed. And if I go to my courses section, this is where my course is found. And this is a custom post type, which will essentially allow me to connect our Paid Memberships Pro membership site to it using our CPT add-on, which I'll add in a moment. But I just wanted to demonstrate, if you look on the right hand side over here, you'll notice that we do not have a require membership meta box, excuse me. So this will essentially, once it's added, it will allow us to restrict this course as part of our membership. So to get started, you're going to want to go to your memberships, your Paid Memberships Pro memberships tab, and then just go to add-ons. And from here, you want to scroll down the page until you get to the custom post type add-on and click install now. And if you don't see install now and you have something like update license key, then you're going to want to go ahead and just add your license key to your site in order to install it from here. Once it's installed, you can go ahead and activate your plugin. And if I scroll down this page over here, I can see custom post type add-on. And you want to go ahead and click the settings option from here. Okay, so this is the settings page for the add-on, and there are 2 main things that you can do over here. The first thing is we want to select the CPT that we want to add a require membership meta box to. So if we go ahead and select one of these, or if I hold down the command on Mac or control key on your keyboard, you can go ahead and select a bunch of them. So it will essentially allow you to restrict whichever custom post type you have selected and allow you to offer it up for your membership. So this custom post type add-on is actually quite a powerful plugin in the sense that it can really enhance the features of your membership site. So in this case, we are using a learning management system, but you can imagine that this can be used for directories. It can be used for events add-ons. As long as the plugin that we use is built off of a custom post type, then you can use this method. So what I'm going to go ahead now is I'm just going to reset this, and we want to restrict our courses. And sure, let's, for future reference, let's go ahead and select lessons, topics, and quiz. Now over here, we can redirect to a specific page. So when the user views our courses, they will immediately be redirected to a page of our choice. You can decide to not redirect if you want, and I'm going to leave this option as is for now. And I'll just go ahead and save our settings. Now from here, that once that's been set up, let's go to our LearnDash and courses, and we can edit our course. Now, I'm also not going into too much detail on how to set up and configure LearnDash. Because the focus, I don't really want the focus to be on LearnDash per se, as this method will work with any learning management system. So if you have something like Lifter LMS or WP Courseware, this should work for you too. So if you want to learn more about LearnDash, just visit learndash.com and then you can get started setting up your learning management system. Anyway, now that we have our custom post type add-on installed, you should notice that on the right hand side over here, we have our require membership meta box ready to go. And as I said, I want to make this course available to our beginner members. So I'm going to go ahead and update that. And let's go ahead and view our course. So from here, you will see we clicked on our course and we were immediately redirected to our membership levels page. Now, this can be a little bit tricky for our members to understand what to do from here. They clicked on course and now all of a sudden they're presented with membership levels. So in order to change this, let's go back to our dashboard and let us go to our settings section. And over here, we have the PM Pro CPTs. And you can access this if you want via the plugin, and then you can just click on the settings option over there. And I want to redirect any user who visits the course page who doesn't have a membership level to a page I've previously made called Teach Your Dog How to Sit. And I'll show you that in a moment. So we save our settings. Let's visit our site and let's go ahead now. As my account doesn't have any membership assigned to it, I'm going to go and view my course, and then I'm redirected to this page that, again, I previously made this page just to help make things a little bit more clear for our members. And this page says, thank you for your interest in our new course. This course is available for all of our beginner members. Please sign up to get started. And then I've just added a sign up button using our membership checkout button block, as well as a login link if you are already a member. So if I go ahead and click sign up, I am immediately redirected to the membership checkout page with the beginner membership already selected. So let's just go ahead and perform a checkout. Okay. I am now on my membership confirmation page, just letting me know that the checkout was successful. And now if I go and view my course, I can see my course and I can actually go ahead and start completing courses and topics, sorry. And as you can see over here, this is a really nifty way for you to actually connect a learning management system to your membership site and start offering membership-based courses. And again, with the custom post type add-on, as long as any plugin is built off of a custom post type, you can essentially connect it to your membership site, making it a really powerful tool to enhance the features of your membership site. I hope you found that tutorial helpful. Thanks for watching. Hey, welcome back. I hope that you found that video helpful. So before we end off with this webinar, I want to go over a couple of additional resources for course creators. So first up, we have 3 key success factors for thought leaders publishing on WordPress. This was written by Jason Coleman, and it's really a solid, gives us solid information if you want to establish yourself as an influencer or thought leader, and how to do that using the WordPress platform. Next up, we have how to make video tutorials for your membership site. Over here, I basically go through my step-by-step process on how we make videos for Paid Memberships Pro. And we found that a lot of people are starting to create more and more video content for their membership site. And this documentation process has helped some to really get started on their journey on video content creation. Finally, we have a blog post on how you can improve your sales funnel and grow your membership by giving something away for free. And what we've seen is if you offer a lot of content for free up front, you're much more likely to build an established network of followers, and people really get to understand your business. And this essentially leads to more signups and more paying members along the way. So I would totally recommend that you check out this particular article. It's very, very useful. And next up, we have a creating online courses, and this is hosted by Joe Casabona. Again, Joe is a established video content creator. He's a teacher, and he does a whole lot of course related content, and also dives a lot into podcasting and podcast creation. So if you're interested in his course on how to go about creating courses for online mediums, check out creatorcourses.com, and then you should be able to find his creating online courses course on his website. And that's it, everyone. Thank you for staying around till the end. If you have any questions, post them down below now, or visit us on paidmembershipspro.com. We'd love to hear from you and know a little bit more about what you're building and what your questions are around courses. And so get in touch with us over on our social media platforms. We're available on most of the leading social platforms. So for now, I'm going to say thank you. We're going to let the video play out a little bit for the time being, just to get in a couple of the last questions that we'll be rolling in. Thank you for sticking around till the end, and have a great day.